Hey, what's up, guys? I know it's been a while, but you know, project after project, that's just how it works. Let me show you. Recent one right here. Got rid of my Bobcat. That thing took a dump, so had to replace it with something. That's what I got, RT185. So this does a lot of good work around the property. But like I said, project after project, sometimes I hit into some problems. But today's video, what I wanted to show you are rock lights and light bars and a winch that I recently bought from Westin. So today in this video, what I want to tell you about is how I installed 2 light bars, 2 rock lights on my Ford F250 2015 for y'all that are new to my channel, and then a winch. It's an SX10 and Midnight Black edition, so it blends in perfectly with my truck. Honestly, it looks phenomenal. The install was incredibly easy, and the instructions came with it. You don't need to use them. If you understand black wire, red wire, all that's fairly simple, and it comes with all the connections, connectors, to make it not necessarily plug and play, but extremely easy to install. All right, so let's start in the back. All right, right here are the 2 rock lights. You know, the reason why I went with Westin is because I like that they're American, and you know, you can go and Google all these different rock lights, light bars. The majority of them are going to be Chinese, and I'm to the point where I like quality over quantity. So I want something that I'll install once and last a very long time. So this is 1 and 2. It came in a double kit. Wire right outside the back, rubber gasket along my bumper, right? And so when you're doing research on which rock lights, light bars to purchase for your truck, you have to think about how they're going to install and what's going to be needed. So it came with some black bolts. All right, and there's the, I think you can see the nut right behind there. Very simple. All I had to do is drill a hole with where I wanted it. All right, so drill one hole, cobalt drill bit, I think. Anyways, the ones that cut metal, very simple. Took me like 2 minutes to drill those holes, and then boom, I can mount them and push that wire up on top of my hitch. All right, so what came in the package was all the wiring, like I said. All right, that goes up. This gets traced all the way underneath. All right, you can't even see it right here because it's been tucked behind the frame. Continues across, goes underneath here. All right, you can wire it all different ways, right? But what I did was go ahead and raise bring up the wire from the rear up right here, and then wired it to my auxiliary upfitters. So that's one. That's the rock light, and that is currently on auxiliary, my upfitter switch 4. All right, and I'll go ahead and post a link down below in the description in terms of what wires to look for, but they're going to be inside your cab. Those are going to be the easiest ones. There's some ones that are hanging right around your battery up here in your truck, but yeah. So it's just a splice. All right, so here are the light bars. One's a 10-inch, the other one's a 30, right? And they come with all different sizes. So, you know, obviously when you're doing your research, you want to see how big you can put it on there. How far will it extend out? And these are hugging my ranch hand bumper. So I looked at all the, let's see, the install instructions. It came with these, which meant I could, you know, turn these in or turn them out. Anyways, you can maneuver and install these things however you like. All right, it's slightly bent down. That's the way I like it. Reason why I put this one up top, so that it can beam over my winch. And I'm gonna go over that next. All right, so wiring kits came with each light bar. All right, and I saw how it would install, and it was very simple. Okay, so 1 bolt, and this, as you can see, the wrench hand, the Legend bumper's got some mesh to it, and all I did was put 1 large one or two of these washers behind the bolt, right? Just like that. And then put the nut on there. And that's all that is. So let me show you one. All right. See those washers right there? It's hard to zoom. All right, there's another one. All right. These wires were zip tied to the mesh, so they look extremely clean. All right. So these two light bars are wired together, and they are wired through the engine bay into the firewall of the truck, and also wired into the upfitter switch. This one, since I already have my cop radar, that's on Upfitter 1. This one's on auxiliary 2. So this one, these two needed the 25 amp because you get in this series truck 2 10 amp and 2 25 amp upfitter switches for I think 11 to 16, and I think 17 and up you get 6 if I remember correctly. All right, so both of these are wired together and are both on auxiliary 2, and I'm about to turn these things on, but I'm trying to show you what I got. So here's the SX10, the midnight black edition. This thing is beefy. All right, so I knew I was gonna need a winch hitch essentially. And so since the Legend wrench hand bumper comes with that already, it was super easy, super simple. Just throwing it on there after I mounted this up on the winch hitch, and this thing looks sweet. It also operates extremely well, and I'm gonna have to do a separate video on that to show you the strength of this winch. I pulled out one trailer. It was stuck deep into a wood line. I parked my truck about 15 feet away, and I was able to pull that thing out. There was a tree branch growing right underneath the trailer, but this thing just yanked it right out. Amazing. So look at this beefy thing. That was my damn mic wire. Beefy. All right. So came with some instructions, quick start guide. All right, so here's your wireless. This thing, I could do it from inside my truck in the AC when it's like 1,000 degrees outside here in Texas. Very cool. You can also wire it straight in, boom. All right, definitely don't want to lose those. All right, and so here's the packaging. Here's the rock lights specifically. The dimensions that I used: 3.2 inches tall, 3.2 inches wide, 3 inches diameter. So raw lumens, those are packing a punch, set of 2. This lights the entire back end of my truck. I can be out here at midnight and I would be able to see 20 feet behind me with these rock lights. They're amazing. All right, so here's the 10-inch. All right, and this one's a XP black face with diamond plate pattern. Single row. You can get these double row, which means there's just 2 rows of LEDs across the bar. I just wanted the single row, and power output 30 to 250 watts. They come in a lot of sizes. Okay, so you just take a look at what you want and how you want to apply it, what you need it to do for you, and then choose the size. All the wiring's the same essentially. Maybe just heavier gauge wire for the larger light bars. All right, so here's the package for the Superwinch SX Midnight Black and 10. So this thing is so clean, so clean. All right, you can choose the SX10 or the SX12, but honestly, it comes with a solid warranty. You know it's going to be quality. I paid good money for this, and so at the end of the day, you want something that's going to last and something that you won't have to worry about when you're pushing it maybe a little too much. This one came with the upgraded synthetic rope. I think it'd be easier to winch in and out of, or get it to look pretty once I'm bringing it in. All right, guys, so now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and show you the lights. I gotta make sure my damn keys at. Where my damn keys at? Guys, back at it. So let me go ahead and take you inside the truck. I'm going to show you these lights. All right, so here we are. I'm going to show you auxiliary 2. I'm going to flip this and actually show you the difference in terms of boom, off, on. All right. These things are extremely bright. Super bright. And I'm telling you, it's like 12 o'clock, sun's out. Got windows inside this garage. This thing's, they're solid, okay? Not anything you're gonna have to worry about. All right, so they both look the same color. So like that's one other thing. If you're gonna buy a Chinese long one and then you're gonna buy a 10-inch, sometimes they come in with like a different shade of white. So that's one thing you wanna keep in mind in terms of just keeping it looking pro. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip Upfitter 3. And there they are. Blinded by the light. Boom, these things look extremely good. You know, I can probably make something or go buy something to where this is slightly angled out, you know, just like that. But for for how bright they are, I don't have to maneuver them. I don't have to make them show or shine a specific direction. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off the accessory mode. They won't work without the truck, at least in accessory mode, and obviously if the truck's turned on. But real quick, I'm gonna show you again the wiring of these upfitters, okay? And they're all right here. So fairly simple. Yeah, you may have to move around like an acrobat here and there. But all right, guys, so closing up this video, extremely impressed with the quality of these parts. I use it out here on 11-acre property, and so I've been doing some land clearing late at night, just using the early hours while it's still cool, but with limited light and visibility. So that's where these lights come into play, especially if I need some extra ones down in the wood line. So this is because I've been getting my truck washed, and I'm not sure if this is gonna fly in a car wash. Who knows, but I anticipate not. And so this will just come off when I need to get a car wash. But depending on what I need it to do in the near term, I'll just keep that on. But it's just one thing to keep in mind, that the winch needs to be hardwired into the back, into an actual battery. Okay, so this one, it was wired. All right, used it once to pull out that trailer, but like that's all it is. You just use that wiring, connect it into, or push it through here, the wires, and then just line it up to the truck. So that would be the only thing I would recommend to think of. But then again, I'm also assuming that the car wash will not wash this truck with a big winch on it. So, and of course, this would be brought in. I hope everything I mentioned, you understood the wiring. That's probably the most tedious part. But you know, drilling 2 holes in the back bumper, that was easy. It was mounted, ready to go for wiring. These two, I came with all the materials, parts that I needed to mount it up on my ranch hand Legend bumper. All I needed to do is just buy some washers so I can install it off of the mesh in there, and it looks clean. But yeah, no, everything that came with bolts, all stainless steel, look clean. And then the midnight black, that winch is extremely, I mean, I have a black truck, but they also sell them in different colors. As you can see, I am sweating my ass off out here, but just wanted to share with you what good money spent on parts will get you. And so I have zero doubt these things are going to go out anytime soon, especially for what I'm going to be using them for. I'm going to be using them correctly instead of, you know, people just putting them on for show. So yeah, if y'all have any questions, comments, go ahead and let me know down below. Again, very simple. You'll be impressed. And yeah, just wanted to share that little project with you all. And I got some more projects. I think I want to level the truck again, put it up on a Carly level, 2.5, maybe a 4-inch lift. I'm still debating that, and then probably put some 37-inch tires back on it. But who knows? If it's still extremely hot in like 2 months and I really want to lift it, I may just have a local shop do it. But obviously you all know I'm very capable of doing that on my own, but for the sake of time and not dying in my own sweat, that's which route I may actually go. So I'm up to 167,000 miles on this truck. Had zero. Well, you know what? I had one issue 2 months ago. AC blower motor went out. I mean, getting one bolt out of the very back, that was the hardest part of the entire replacement. But I was done probably within an hour and a half replacing that blower motor. So it's blowing well now. So if you know anything about Texas heat in August, that was exactly what I was up against. So I needed to get that replaced fairly quick. All right, guys, I'll shut up. Thanks for viewing. Keep subscribing. Thanks again. See y'all.